Let's do it. So what we're doing on stream here is we're going through the entire campaign of Napoleon, up to Waterloo. We played in the game, we watched the video, and then we did it. We finished the Napoleonic Wars, we played the game, we watched all the videos, and we had a cool little campaign here on stream of just looking into Napoleon. Really fun. That was really cool. Well, very fun. I'm still ongoing, it's not over yet. Very fun.
Collaboration. In 1792, the French Revolution sparked a European conflict that would last a generation. A struggle for mastery of Europe
Prussia was just
and
spit
the
stop.
world.
It shows you though, as a content creator, this is what you should do. You shouldn't play a Prussia campaign. How boring did that get in the end?
A contest fought on land and sea.
Once again, the first thing crossing my mind. What a sight that must have been to see this massive battle. What a sight.
Enduring rivalry was between France and Britain.
Too bad they didn't have phones back then, so we could like see
Britain could
videos.
not challenge France on land, but at sea.
France campaign next?
Matter.
No, I'm done with this video game afterwards.
Britain's Royal Navy was as
playing
dominant
Shogun
on the waves as Napoleon was to prove on land. And in an age when Britain had many skilled
pictures.
naval...
I feel like every time I watch these videos, I say the same things. Imagine to be there. These pictures, man. And what else do I say? I can't imagine how.
commanders. One stood out above the rest.
Horatio Nelson.
Bold, inspiring, and brilliant.
Is Horatio really like a
For the
British name?
He'd
Sounds
become
so
a national
Spanish.
hero and legend. These are the stories of his greatest battles.
I need to watch the Master Commander, yeah. It's free on YouTube, I
Fun
think.
and educational content. Amazing. What next?
I have no idea. We'll see. We'll see. Martinez. Duty is the great business of a sea officer. All private considerations must give way to it. But isn't that every officer, Horatio?
1798. The 6th year of the
No
French
Kairos?
Revolutionary Wars. And France is winning. General Bonaparte
Play another multiplayer game?
Italy
Totally, nah.
have forced Austria to sue for peace. Spain, once France's enemy, is now an ally. Britain is the only major power still at war with the French Republic.
Check this, Tommy. Nice.
British naval power makes a cross-channel invasion impossible. So the French government...
Instantly, I have a question, right? It's the year 1800. You can't just sneak past the channel. Like, you can't just sneak past the fleet. There's no radar. You think they have fleets everywhere? There must be one route where you can quickly cross over, man.
decides
Has
to strike
be.
at Britain indirectly by sending an expedition led by General Bonaparte to conquer Egypt. If the French succeed and destroy
The problem is, yeah, you wouldn't have supply lines. Yeah, true.
British influence
They used
and trade
beacons.
in the region, they will strike
you
a
will gamble
powerful
life away?
blow against their last major enemy.
You could live off the land. You raid British villages and stuff.
The previous
I will have
year,
taken it.
The British defeated a Spanish fleet at the Battle of Cape St. Vincent. But the Royal Navy currently has no major forces in the Mediterranean.
You know what I'm actually fucking feeling? An EU4 campaign or some shit. I don't know. What, EU5 maybe?
Therefore,
I don't
the
know.
French believe they can sail to Egypt in relative safety.
EU4 is before Victoria, right? Yeah.
When the British learn that a large French fleet is assembling at Toulon, they send
EU4 is
Rear
much
Admiral
better.
Nelson with 3 ships of the line to investigate. But he is driven
Beans on toast can only go so
by
long.
gales.
I will stand on this hill. People shitting on British food are wrong. I think British food is not that bad. I love tomato sauce beans. It's healthy. It tastes good. It's a quick early meal, man. You just make some bread, butter, and you cook a little bit of tomato sauce and beans. It is not that bad, bro.
Just as the French, with 13 ships of the line, several frigates, and hundreds
They
of
have
transports,
great breakfast, the
set sail.
British.
Bonaparte has given the British the slip.
Back to Horatio Nelson. My soldiers, we are invading India. And our logistics will be that we will eat the local cuisine, eat the local food, live off the land. And thus Napoleon died, and all his men.
Nelson is reinforced with 11 ships of the line. And learning that the French have stopped at and captured Malta, he correctly deduces that Egypt is their destination. He sets off at full speed.
We're about to play our first naval battle here in a sec. Fucking India.
The British warships are much faster than the French invasion force. Though the two fleets pass within a few miles of each other,
you just saw the cleanest road in all of India.
Neither side spots the other. Unaware of their near miss, the British race on to Egypt. Arriving at Alexandria, Nelson sees no sign of the French and heads north to continue the hunt.
My Junge.
He misses Bonaparte's fleet by 24 hours.
But why is he going northeast to Syria? What is in Cyprus? Why wouldn't you stay in Alexandria?
The French land safely in Egypt and march inland, en route to a famous victory at the Battle of the Pyramids.
We did not watch this yesterday, young man. Come on. You think I'm stupid?
At anchor in Abu Qir Bay.
Stop ADHDing.
More than a month later.
So anyway, do you guys want to watch more Indian?
Word finally reaches Nelson in Sicily that the French fleet is in Egypt.
Oh, he is in Sicily.
Racing back to Alexandria with his
where
squadron,
did the northeastern guys go?
He arrives on the 1st of August. He quickly locates the French fleet and prepares to attack.
You're very stupid, Tommy. Dado, you want to play Connect 4 against each other?
Commanded by Admiral François-Paul Brouez-Daguier.
He circled all the way back to Sicily.
He is an experienced commander who saw action at the Battle of the Chesapeake during the American Revolution. He's now a rare thing in the Navy of the French Republic, a 45-year-old aristocrat who's neither fled abroad nor been guillotined.
How many human beings have been guillotined in the French Revolution? Can someone ChatGPT that? No, you didn't, Matt. You're lying.
Recently promoted to Vice Admiral, he has a reputation for personal courage mixed with strategic caution.
I would think 289. 16,000.
Admiral Brouez has one objective.
20,000, 60,000, 40,000.
To preserve his fleet. Bonaparte's army relies on his ships for communications and supplies
16,000.
from France.
6-7.
What's more, when Nelson arrives, almost a third of his crews are ashore, foraging for water and supplies. Admiral Brouez concludes
17,000.
he must fight a defensive battle.
Dude, one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life. There was a YouTube video years ago where the question of the YouTube video was, are you still conscious when you get beheaded? And apparently this YouTuber found historical data that during the executions in the French Revolution, there was a scientist, and he would ask people that are about to get executed that when their head is cut off, that they please do a blinking signal to help his studies if they're still alive. And it fucking worked up to 30 seconds. That I never forgot that. That creeped the literal shit out of me. They will get beheaded clean and fast, and the head will go for 30 seconds, man. Still fucking there. That is an experience I don't want to make in this lifetime. Watch ISIS beheadings then. Very stupid from you. Obviously, guillotine is quickly, bam, whereas ISIS goes very slowly and you lose consciousness differently. Very stupid comment.
Fleet, 13 ships of the line and 4 frigates will remain anchored in Abu Qir Bay, inline and just under a mile from shore.
Wouldn't Napoleon actually, in his great genius, know that this is kind of dangerous to keep the fleet there?
His own flagship, the first-rate 120-gun L'Orient, is in the center. Shoals and shallow water protect their western flank, meaning the French
probably thought they are safe.
Crews only have to man the guns on one side. Brouez issues orders for each
they have
ship
ropes
to secure
in between
itself to its neighbors, fore and aft, with heavy cables. The fleet is to form an unbreakable...
Later on, they will call the head, and the head will stare at the people calling it.
full wall of ships, ready to resist any attack. Bruez well knows the reputation of his enemy,
Lorient.
Rear Admiral Sir Horatio Nelson. The previous year, Nelson had been feted for his heroic role at the Battle of Cape St. Vincent, but 5 months later, he'd lost his right arm following a failed attack on the Spanish at Tenerife. He'd spent the rest of the year convalescing ashore, and therefore missed the British victory over the Dutch at Camperdown that October.
Knighted.
Something he found so frustrating, he declared he'd happily have given his other arm for the chance to take part. Having found the enemy fleet, Nelson is determined to engage and destroy it. And he has sound strategic reasons for a high-risk attack.
He's been disarmed.
If Nelson can destroy their fleet, the French army in Egypt will be stranded, far from home, amid a hostile climate and population. It will mean the failure of Bonaparte's expedition, without a single redcoat stepping ashore. Nelson has 13 third-rate ships of the line, plus the 50-gun Leander, and a small sloop for running messages. Facing 13 French ships of the line...
Look at that, Lorient, 120 guns, man. Holy shit.
And 4 frigates.
Sorry, I'm in ADHD mode, and someone was posting a Reddit link, which is boring, no one cares. And I was like, I haven't checked TommyKay Reddit in a while, and holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Damn. What happened to Dota and why doesn't he play it? Okay, no one is posting anymore. It's dead. It should be.
The two forces are evenly matched. Though the French
no Dota, so no posts.
With 120 guns.
Dr. Zimmering, writing of severed heads grinding their teeth and of facial muscles twitching, speculated that if air still circulates through the organs of the voice, the head will speak. Okay, dude, what?
Is far and away the most powerful warship present. Nelson decides on a night attack that will exploit Bruez's caution. He will advance along the seaward side of the French line, and when his vanguard reaches the French flagship, Lorient, his ships will drop anchor. His entire fleet will take on half the French fleet, with northerly winds preventing the remaining French ships from joining the battle.
Clever. I need to learn because I'm about to fight this battle.
Nelson's plan is bold and simple, but it will not go as intended.
Before this time tomorrow, I shall have gained a peerage. Oh, it's actually an English guy. A peerage of whence, Mr. Abbey? What is a peerage?
The British fleet begins its final approach at 6 p.m. under full sail, in line
Noble
astern.
title. A lordship.
The 74-gun HMS Goliath is in the lead. She is followed by HMS Zealous and HMS Audacious. The wind is from the northwest. The seas calm. The British do not have reliable maps.
TommyKay naming? I will never name like this.
There is a real risk of running aground.
Counter-Strike 2 stream, gift 100.
So HMS Goliath has to take careful soundings as she goes, checking the sea's depth.
How will an old ship like this take soundings? You probably put a very long stick below? Nah, the speed will make the stick go away. How do they check depth? This is legit the real flag of the Les Généreux, captured by Nelson. Wow. Damn, man, that's one big fucking flag, dude. With a rope. What? How will they do that with a rope? A marked rope with weights. Ah, that makes sense.
When Goliath rounds the entrance to Aboukir Bay, marked by shoals and a small island, the British begin their turn south to sail with the wind towards the French line.
Sorry?
The French have been observing the British approach. And at 6:20 p.m, as Goliath comes within range, they open fire.
I'm going there right now.
Nelson has always encouraged his officers to use their initiative. So when Captain Foley, commanding HMS Goliath, sees there is a gap between the French ships and the shoals, he makes a snap decision to sail down it.
Why didn't they make a TikTok
Goliath's
about it?
course will be followed by Zealous, Audacious, Orion, and Theseus.
Question, I have always questions. Why is this the British flag right now? Why not the nowadays one? Why this British flag? Explain that. I want to get educated. I don't understand. It's the naval flag of... Ah, the naval flag. Every country has their own naval flag. Ah. Uh-huh.
Nelson's flagship, HMS Vanguard, will now lead the rest of the fleet down the seaward side of the French line. Captain Foley's bold decision...
But France has just the French flag.
...exploits a disastrous oversight by Admiral Bruez. He has assumed that the shoals make it impossible for him to be attacked from the landward side. Now, not only will his vanguard be doubled, attacked on both sides, but French guns on the landward side are not even ready for action. They're a bit...
Isn't that really retarded though? I could have fixed that. Just stand on the ship, look to the left. That is still too deep. The English could go left. We should all go 10 meters to the left. Is that so fucking hard?
Barely enough sailors to man them.
Come on, man. It's not that hard.
As Goliath passes across the bow of Guerrier, she fires a raking broadside into her, round shot smashing its way down the length of the ship.
They're still
Each
French.
following British ship blasts Guerrier in the same merciless manner. HMS Orion takes a wider track to avoid the melee developing at the head of the French line. This will bring her past the French frigate Sérieuse in the shallows. According to convention, ships of the line did not normally fire on frigates during fleet actions. But when the captain of Sérieuse fires on Orion, he waves...
Wait, there's like a deal that the Orion would have not shot this? Why? It's war. What the fuck is that?
this protection.
Just fuck him up, dude.
Orion holds her fire until she passes
Lots
the
of
French
honor back
frigate,
then.
then returns fire at point-blank range. Her heavy broadside smashes the French frigate to pieces. The British landward column now drops anchor to take on the French vanguard, while the seaward column, led by Nelson aboard HMS Vanguard, arrives to hit the French from the other side. Each ship's captain singles out a target and drops anchor alongside. Vanguard alongside Spartiate, Minotaur against Aquilon.
That sounds so cool,
Defense against Purple Souverain.
That sounds so sick.
5 French ships.
Imagine
are now
seeing that
under
in real
attack
life, man.
from
Mamma
8
mia.
British ships, most of them from both sides. HMS Bellerophon and Majestic now join the battle. They head for the center of the French line. Bellerophon aims for Franklin, but overshoots and comes alongside Admiral Bruez's formidable flagship, L'Orient.
Dude, being right next to L'Orient must be bad.
HMS Majestic.
Once again, this ship here, L'Orient, one of the biggest ships ever in this timeline. Not the biggest, but one of the biggest.
Also misjudges her approach, becoming entangled with Tonon and fighting 2 French ships simultaneously. By 7 p.m, the light is fading. 2 miles north, the last British ship, HMS Culloden, cannot make out the edge of the shoals and runs aground.
Oh, you fucking loser. How would you unground a ship like that? You probably are kind of cooked, huh?
HMS Leander and the sloop Mutine divert to try to tow Culloden clear.
They tried to tow.
But it will prove a futile task.
Shit, man, those 3 ships because of this guy.
Culloden's
Thank
fate
you, Brew, my
shows
man.
just how small the room for error has been during the British approach. The French vanguard has now been under heavy attack for 30 minutes. Conquerant has been completely dismasted.
Wow.
Her captain is dying. A third of her crew are casualties. She is first to strike her colors.
And that's also a thing with the honor. If you strike your colors, took your flag down, you were considered, we're not gonna fuck with you anymore. You're done.
But it's not all one-way traffic. HMS Bellerophon is heavily outgunned in her contest with Lorient.
That must have been a sight,
200
dude.
men, a third of her crew, have been killed or wounded, and she's lost her main and mizzen masts. Her captain gives the order to cut the anchor cable, so the ship will drift out of the firing line. Around 8:30, 2 British stragglers, HMS Swiftshore and Alexander, join the battle late. In the smoke and gloom, they pass the drifting hulk of Bellerophon and nearly fire on her by mistake. Swiftshore and Alexander break the enemy line either side of Lorient, pouring raking fire into the French flagship. Aboard Vanguard, Nelson's been hit in the forehead by a splinter. His face streaming blood, he thinks it's the end. "I am killed," he announces. "Remember me to my wife." But he's soon stitched up by the ship's surgeon and back in command.
What a drama
The
queen.
wounds of French Commander Admiral Bruez aboard Lorient are far more serious. Horribly injured in the face and hands, he's then hit by a cannonball that removes his legs. He still refuses to leave his
I'm
post
killed,
on
fuck
deck
my wife.
and dies there. As darkness falls,
Man, what
Guerrier
that must
and
be like, dude,
Sparset,
to see that.
which have been under heavy fire for more than
I sometimes have this thought, maybe you have that too. I understand that things like this happen, but my brain can't comprehend them. I often have this thing, maybe this is autistic, but listen to me, you have the same. I cannot comprehend a Tyrannosaurus Rex in front of me, right? The Tyrannosaurus Rex existed. There's many depictions of him in movies and YouTube videos. But like, imagine legit a T-Rex in front of you. The human brain can't handle that, right? Like, you can't do that. You know what I mean? You know?
2 hours, both strike their colors. Around the same time, HMS Leander
It feels like stories
breaks
and not
the
like real
French
life, yeah.
line between Purple Souverain and Franklin, raking both. The battle is turning decisively in the Royal Navy's favor.
Why wouldn't the guys in the back
Papillon
just cut the
fights
cable and
hard,
start coming?
turning herself
There's
to
anti-wind,
rake the
huh?
British
Anti-wind.
flagship HMS Vanguard. But in turn, she is raked by HMS Minotaur and hauls down.
I have trouble though when I actually encounter the real thing. I have this with chat. You know, there's characters in chat like Benz, Alphony, people that are here every day. And I kind of learned as a streamer, I never want to see you in real life. I don't want to know your face. Because I have a little bit of an idea what you guys look like. But then I see the real you. And I'm like, oh. And it kind of destroys the relationship. You know what I mean? It's like you're talking with a girl and it's really nice and all. But if she shows her face, you don't want to go anymore, you know? That's how I feel about you guys.
Colors at 9:25.
I can't comprehend you either, bitch. When I did my face reveal 8 years ago, all the comments were, whoa, Giga Chat, didn't imagine actually Chat. We imagined a skinny guy with glasses being weird and all. We didn't imagine such a Giga Chat. I remember that.
Purple Souverain tries to escape by cutting her anchor cable and drifting down the French line. Lorient mistakes her for the enemy and
Oh,
opens
Jesus. Hey.
Minutes later,
What? So much friendly fire all the time. There's always friendly fire, even today.
Lower deck gun ports of Lorient. The fire spreads deck by deck until the massive French flagship is ablaze from stem to stern. Every onlooker knows.
Look at that. If you want, I want to watch another video after this. It's a very long one called HMS Victory. And they explain how a ship is built up. Because in what way, shape or form do 1,000 human beings fit on this? I think it's bullshit. You cannot tell me that 1,000 people live on this boat. I'm calling bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
That deep within Lorient's hold lies her grand magazine, containing 30 to 40 tons of gunpowder. All ships in the vicinity take emergency
Beautiful
measures.
dogfire.
Gun ports are
But it
closed.
gives you too much, you gotta stop doing that, bro.
Sides, decks and sails are soaked with water from the elm pumps in anticipation of the explosion to come.
We watched the Battle of Leipzig when the time has come.
French
We're
ships
going chronological, man.
Heureux and Mercure cut their anchor cables, hoping to drift to a safe distance. Around 10 p.m., the fire reaches Lorient's grand magazine. The warship is obliterated in a colossal explosion.
That must have been
killing
insane.
everyone left on board, and many who jumped overboard to save themselves. More than 90% of the ship's crew are killed. Around 1,000.
I will die on the sill. I do not see how 1,000 people... Fuck this. We're doing something. We're doing something. I'm not fucking doing this right now. One sec. One sec. So, 1,000 people. So we have... Fuck this. Fuck this. So we have, what, 120 guns. So let's be nice. 120 plus reloaders. 240 people. Officer staff, maybe 20. Let's say 20. Kitchen staff. 20 should be enough, right? What else you need? Sailing and repairs, maybe 100. Maybe 100. Maybe some scouts and extras. And let's do 40 for good measure. What is that? That's like 500. What the fuck? It's free per gun? Free per gun. A cannon had a crew of 8 to 16? You're a fucking liar. That's bullshit. We're gonna watch the video, how they explain that. I always had issues with this. I don't. And then fighters, like Marines and shit.
Colossal explosion. Killing everyone
like
left
how they
on
say
board,
there's 10,000 people on an aircraft carrier.
Jumped
What?
overboard to save themselves.
Bullshit.
More than 90% of the ship's crew are killed. Around 1,000 men. The sheer force of the explosion spares nearby ships as flaming wreckage is blasted up and over them.
Surely they're okay, surely.
Stunned, both sides stop firing to gaze in horror at the spectacle. British ships lower boats to rescue the few survivors.
That's nice.
After a 10-minute lull, firing resumes. But after the appalling destruction of their flagship, the French are running out of fight. Swiftshore and Defense turn their guns on Franklin and soon force her surrender. Tonon, having cut her cables,
the movie about this,
unable to maneuver,
kind of sick.
drifts helplessly into the French rearguard. These three ships, unable to sail into the wind to join the action, have looked on impotently as the carnage unfolds.
Victory is not a name strong enough for such a scene. That must have been crazy to see that.
Dawn on the 2nd of August.
Must be so tired after this.
A terrible scene of death and destruction.
Wow.
John Nichol of the Goliath was a witness.
Good thing that they wrote all this down.
I went on deck to view the state of the fleets, and an awful sight it was. The whole bay was covered with dead bodies, mangled, wounded and scorched. Not a bit of clothes on them, except their trousers. The entire French vanguard had been captured or destroyed. Heureux and Mercure have run aground in their panicked attempt to escape the explosion of L'Orient. The 4 surviving French ships of the line will now attempt to fight their way clear. 2 run aground. Only the Généraux, Guillaume Tell, and 2 frigates escape the devastation.
All running aground. I often wonder if archaeologists can still see stuff about that. If you go to this spot and you like put scanners into the sand on the water, you probably can still find stuff.
Guillaume Tell, Pierre Villeneuve, will face sharp
even though you would think that the sea salt probably will dissolve cannonballs and shit like that.
For failing to play.
Don't they always say the Titanic is about to dissolve soon?
7 years later, as fleet commander, he will face Nelson again at Trafalgar. British losses are 218 killed, 678 wounded. 3 ships are badly damaged. Bellerophon, Majestic,
I once went diving and saw the
Culloden.
German fleet in Scapa Flow.
French losses are around 1,700 killed, and more than 3,000 taken prisoner.
Wow, sick
Many
KD,
of
man.
them wounded. 2 ships of the line and 2 frigates have been sunk.
It depends on the sand, how good it preserves.
9 have been captured. Of these, 3 are damaged beyond repair and burned. The remaining 6 enter service with the Royal Navy. To cap it all, most of the French treasury that General Bonaparte was relying on to fund his Egyptian campaign had been lost with L'Orient.
But gold wouldn't be destroyed in that explosion. Wouldn't the gold still like lie around somewhere? And you can yoink that? We found the battering ram of a Carthaginian ship from the First Punic War. I love archaeologists. Don't you love archaeology? So there's like an article, right? You're like in the tram and you're checking your phone and there's an article. We found the ancient sword of Alexander. And you're like, what, that's so sick. And then you check the picture and it's like, so you can't really see it right now, but right here with our SUV data and fucking nuclear, it's right there. And you're like, oh, yeah, okay, I can totally see it, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, battering ram, sure, not just a piece of driftwood. Yeah. Here's pictures of the wreckages. Holy shit, what, that's cool. Whoa, that's so cool, but also creepy. How much fucking trash we humans, whoa, no way that's real, they would have taken that. Gold coins uncovered during the excavation of the Orient. The number of Dude, no one went down there? 200 years? The number of pre-revolutionary coins found, including the ones bearing likes to the French King Louis, attests to the toll the revolution was taking on France's economy. The gold in these coins is valuable, offering a counter of the wild inflation that occurred during, dude. And then you have to like give it to a museum and you're like, fuck, wow, that's sick, dude. A rudder of the L'Orient, wow. Bottom part of a bed warmer. This ladle may have come from the pharmacy. A nail from the rudder. Damn, that's crazy. Holy shit, man. Crazy stuff. Educational stream cozy. Super crazy. It's considered an active archaeological site.
At the Nile had major consequences.
My friend in real life, Lisa's cousin. He just, I don't have a picture, unfortunately. Lisa's cousin is, how to explain? He works on construction sites. And there's a law that before you start a construction site, you have to first talk to the Ministry of Archaeology. And they first have to approve that this is not an archaeological site. And they had a building site, and it was actually a site with a small risk of archaeological findings. So the construction site had to chill. They had to stop wasting money. And then these archaeologists came, and they found something. I don't have a picture, unfortunately. They found the fucking skeleton. Lisa's cousin. They found a skeleton, man. And it makes you think how much shit there's in the ground we don't even know yet, right? There must be hundreds of thousands of items in the ground we haven't found yet, man. Crazy.
The balance of naval power in the Mediterranean shifted dramatically.
I'm an archaeologist, that's literally what I currently do. Yeah, you go to building sites and you look over and shit, right? Yeah. Lately at night, I listen to archaeological videos. I listen to archaeology stuff. And I saw this video about misconceptions the human race still have. And it's super interesting stuff. How, for example, the concept of hunter and gatherer is wrong, apparently, what it looks like with the current facts. The women stayed home, took care of the babies and took berries, and the men were hunting, which is not compatible with current scientific standing. They found graves of women hunters, women with swords, women with bows, buried with weapons. That's, for example, a misconception. They found a grave in Scandinavia with a woman's body that was buried like a military leader. She had crazy fucking military leader equipment with her, indicating that this woman actually was a leadership role with the Vikings, man.
In Britain's favour.
Woke Vikings, man.
General Bonaparte's expeditionary force in Egypt was cut off. And though its commander slipped back to France the following year, his army was forced to surrender in 1801. The French garrison of Malta also surrendered, the island becoming a British protectorate. French defeat encouraged her enemies to form a new second coalition and renew the war. Nelson was the hero of the hour, feted in royal courts from London to St. Petersburg and Constantinople. He received
I once found a Roman coin in my backyard. Bullshit, send me a picture, I don't believe you.
And his long-coveted peerage, Baron Nelson of the Nile.
Baron Nelson of the Nile, that sounds sick, dude.
The Nile
Damn.
was one of the most decisive and crushing naval battles in history. Some historians argue it was the most significant Nelson ever fought.
I don't have it. The government does not allow me to keep archaeological findings. You found a Roman coin and didn't keep it hidden. You gave it to the... You fucking lying. No.
Nelson's name was to be forever
This guy's playing a CK3 character.
Would be fought 7 years later, off Cape Trafalgar.
I once hit a fake Roman coin on the Uga Buga's house.
Have you ever wanted to hear more from the ordinary soldiers and sailors of the Napoleonic Wars? What did combat look like from the front rank of the Grande Armée, or Wellington's army in Spain? What was it like to charge into the breach at Badajoz, or face Spanish partisans in...
Whoa, that's real? Wow. It was a stack? That's fucking real?
The guerrilla war.
That's crazy, man. Thank you, Hazir.
In our next video, Epic History is bringing to life a score of...
It is time for me to show the world that I am a great admiral. And I will beat Nelson. I will show Nelson that he is a bitch. I'm gonna show Horatio Nelson he cannot do what he did to the Orient in real life. I'm gonna undo what he's done. The Battle of the Nile, or Abu Qubay, enabled the British Navy to take the upper hand in the Mediterranean, destroying the French fleet and stranding Napoleon in Egypt.
Egypt is not enough. Beyond the road to India and the crushing of British hopes there. I told lies. I schemed. I got my army to Egypt. But perfidious Albion does not like cleverness in others. And they fell upon my fleet in Abu Qubay.
Okay, here we go. My first ever naval battle. I never played this before. Oh, shit. That looks actually legit like the real battle. But there's no island here. Okay, for France.
August 1st, 1798.
Oh, shit.
Anchored off the coast of Alexandria.
Oh, look at that mega ship.
My fleet is under the command of François-Paul Bruet des Galliers. The ships are in the shallow waters of Abu Qubay to defend the gateway to Egypt. To the northeast, in the open sea, a superior British fleet lies in wait, under the command of Horatio Nelson. An attack from the British is inevitable, but only a great admiral would risk his ships in the shallow waters at night. We must protect Alexandria at all costs, and expect an attack in the morning.
Here's a breakdown. Command and officers, 30 to 50. Tactical leadership and navigators. Seamen, 500 to 600. Gunners and sail workers. Ordinary seamen, 300 to 400. General deck work and manual labor. Specialists, 500 to 100. Medical staff, cooking and printing. I'm still calling bullshit. Why you need 600 able seamen? Why? Okay, here we go. We have to make a line. Let's go. Oh, God. Sérieux. Are they going? I don't think they're going. It takes forever in this game. 1,000 people. Now it makes more sense. L'Orient. Uh-oh. Well, what is all these buttons? Board a ship. Fire a broadside right. Round shot. Grape shot. Ach du Scheiße. Oh, here we fucking go. There's a wind arrow on the top. Oh. The wind is even in my favor. Uh-oh. Am I not winning? They don't even have a broadside on me. Holy crap, that's actually kind of cool. What? Cool. Once the ship gets out of position, he is screwed. Should I press some buttons? Cluster of metal slugs. Where's L'Orient? I need to shoot. Oh, yeah. You're gonna get Trafalgar? Let's see what happens. I don't know if I should press these buttons. Why is this one without sails? They actually have all the real names, man. This is all real. Come on, L'Orient. Let's give him a bit of an ankle. Man, they're slow, huh? He's doing the real-life thing? He is, yeah. Uh-oh. He's a bit destroyed. Wait, I never said to do that. I never told him to do that. I never... You show me on stream where I told him to do this. You show me where I told him to do this. Uh-oh. Why did I do that? L'Orient, let's go! Show them your right side. Show them your right side. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Come on, people, I need you. Come on, boys! He anchored. Anchor? How did you anchor, bro? Ah, here. Come on, L'Orient, I need some big damage here. Ay. Mocked by the Brits? No one is getting mocked! Stop saying random shit, people! Yeah. Just crash into him, bro. Let's go. Is he the one dying? I feel like no one is taking any damage. If you zoom in, you can see the real damage. Bro, fucking die! Anyone gonna die, man? Anchor! Oh, what the fuck? I feel like I haven't damaged a single ship yet. Which is a bit dumb. Set the sails. What? I don't feel like I'm damaging anyone. They're already giving up. Why? Dude, the L'Orient has a great shot here. Holy shit, man. I feel like this is gonna help me. Bro, give him a fucking right like never seen before. This guy one-on-one's the L'Orient. He should be dead. How are you alive, dude? Come on, what? The biggest ship is crushing his bolts and he's barely losing anything. The biggest fucking battleship in the Mediterranean. That did nothing to him. Come on, what? You killed his left hull armor. Oh, his left flank is red. I looked at the sailors and no one is taking damage. I'm losing a lot of shit, dude. I don't think I'm winning this, bro. Dude, they're taking no damage, these people. They don't even give a shit. Bro, if you get a broadside from the biggest ship in the Mediterranean like this, you shouldn't be fucking alive no more. I'm not gonna win this one, boys. And I'm not gonna fucking attempt the second time. I think I'm cool. Come on, dude. What? Boom, 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 boom. Holy moly. I feel utterly useless. It's like everything I do is wrong. Dude, if the L'Orient can't even beat a little guy like this, then we don't need to fucking play. I'm just sorry, man. That's ridiculous. They have so much more than me, dude. My right is damaged, my left is damaged. I know, it's right from his perspective. Okay, doing no damage to him, bro. L'Orient is never fucking moving. Take your time, buddy. Wow, really? Okay, we lost this one. Well, we have to let history do its course, obviously. We gotta let history do its thing. Okay, just wait 10 more hours, guys, until anything happens. Wait, I killed Horatio Nelson. Ooh. Wait. I killed Horatio? Wait. I killed Horatio? Fire! Dude, the biggest ship in Mediterranean, and it doesn't do anything. Shoot him! I think we lost, boys. L'Orient is retreating.